From Rickwood Field in Birmingham, Alabama, Fox 54 Sports is here for MLB at Rickwood Field, a tribute to the Negro League. Simon Williams alongside Mo Carter and Nick Kuzma. Guys, we witnessed a once-in-a-lifetime moment. MLB's first ever regular season game at Rickwood Field.
Absolutely. What an astounding matchup between the Cardinals and the Giants. Lots of histories that goes on between these two teams, and a lot of Negro League players who went on to play for these teams. We saw these guys here today during the preseason, and then at the end of the day, it was just a spectacle of great things that we saw representing the past, the future, and the present.
This was really a week of events, Nick. What were your impressions as we moved through this week into today? What was really a full day of celebration?
Yeah, no, I just got to say how special it feels to be here, to be honest with you. This is one of those events that you kind of never get to expect to cover, but it's so awesome that it actually did happen. I know it's something that we had marked on our calendars Absolutely. Like a year ago when we found out that MLB was coming to the Magic City, and just from start to finish, obviously we wish that the legendary Willie Mays could have been here, but in a way it honestly gave fans an even bigger opportunity to honor his legacy, knowing he's no longer here, and a chance, in a way, we'll talk about this later in the show, in a way they got the chance to say goodbye to what is truly was a living legend in the state of Alabama. The pageantry, the game itself, it was just awesome to be a part of.
Yeah, Mo, I mean, you spent plenty of time here in the state of Alabama. This event doesn't mean just something to Birmingham. It means something to the whole state. Everyone has a connection to the Negro Leagues in this state and to baseball's rich black history.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, and later on we'll hear from the Reverend Bill Greason, a former teammate of
Yes.
Willie Mays, a preacher, 99 years old, who threw out the first pitch. We'll actually hear from him. We'll see some highlights of him as well, along with all his other friends, in which was really more like a family reunion of the past, bringing all these great players that many people have probably never seen before, only heard the legends.
It really gave a chance for so many guys that did not get the light just because of the color of their skin. They finally got the light today to be honored for the great baseball players they were. And I feel like I'm a broken record at this point, but I just feel like this was so special, and I'm glad we were here for it.
This was so special to so many people. Let's hear now from Major League Baseball Players Association Executive Director Tony Clark, who told us how special this week was and how he wants to build off this momentum.
It's nice to have a day. It's great to have a week. It would be tremendous if we're able to have this conversation beyond today and beyond this week in a way that maintains the history, not just here, but Negro League history, the history behind all of the reasons why I and others had the opportunities to do what we're doing. Have that beyond the week and as a part of our dialogue regularly. I think if we can get to that point, that would be outstanding. For now, we'll take a little pride and enjoyment out of heightening everyone's awareness and reminding folks about what yesterday looked like and celebrating what yesterday looked like against the backdrop of today's players.
As Clark was saying, there's so much more still to be said about this rich tradition of black baseball, of Negro League baseball, and Major League Baseball's presence. I think a really cool aspect of this whole event is that Rickwood Field was not just home to the Negro Leagues, wasn't just home to the Negro Southern League or minor league baseball, any one league or player. It's so representative of all of baseball history.
It once again gave us the opportunity to celebrate the fact, like we talked about with Anthony Williams all this week. If you guys got the chance to see our walk through the Negro Southern League Museum, which we aired all this week leading up to this game, that black history and black baseball history are Alabama history, and we really got to see that today.
Absolutely, without a doubt. I mean, lots of history going on, a lot of great events that are being held here at Rickwood Field. Not just baseball, you had concerts back in the day because of segregation. You had football games being played here. This was a gathering ground for the African-American community, and I'm glad to see it was celebrated tonight here in the city of Birmingham.
We have so much more to celebrate of Rickwood Field, of Major League Baseball's visit to Rickwood Field, a tribute to the Negro Leagues. More coverage on Fox 54 continues throughout the night. That's Mo Carter. This is Nick Kuzma. I'm Simon Williams. Stick with us on Fox 54 News.